Hello and welcome back. Studied Sully here today with my Gaurda Prime build. I get a lot of people ask me questions on how I run my Gaurda Prime, so I'm here today to show what I like to run. So the abilities I like to run on her are Dreadmere, Gloom, this is a Gloomy Gaurda build, Bloodletting, and then Seeking Talons. And I have a Crimson Archon Shard in here for 10% ability strength. Now as for the build, it is a Combat Discipline and Arcane Avenger. So Arcane Avenger gives you extra critical chance when you take damage, and Combat Discipline, every time you get a kill, you proc Arcane Avenger, or you take health damage. So that procs Arcane Avenger. Then I have Blind Rage, Umbral Intensify, Prime Flow, Prime Continuity, Equilibrium, Stretch, Augur Reach, and the most important mod in here for use of the Trumna is Blood Forge. So Bloodletting, when you activate that, not only are you restoring your energy, you are refilling the Trumna's magazine. And the Trumna has a 4-second reload. And then I also have Arcane Blessing for the extra health tank. That works with Combat Discipline because you don't have to worry about killing yourself. And that also works with Gloom because Gloom, every time you're taking damage and dealing damage, you're restoring your health with Gloom. And that all works with Arcane Avenger. Then it gives you that little bit of extra health tank. And you can see Arcane Avenger gives you a 45% extra critical chance for 12 seconds. It is only a 21% chance, but the amount of enemies that you're killing, especially with your secondary fire, it's going to proc a lot. As for the abilities, they are expensive, but I don't have any problem running out of energy. If you start having an issue, you use Bloodletting, which is sacrificing your health to give you energy. And it's refilling your Trumna, which works with Gloom. Boy, I keep going back to that. There seems to be a connection there. What do you think? And then Seeking Talons. Just makes everything bleed. It is a very expensive, but again, you don't really have problems with energy. As for the abilities, I'm running 235% strength, 175 range, 155 duration, and 55 efficiency. Again, no problems with energy with Equilibrium and Bloodletting. Now as for the Trumna. Now this weapon came from Deimos, from Father, and this is the 4-second reload. I'm also running a Riven on here. Now this is the same Riven that I had in the beginning, in the opening part of the video. Pretty good Riven. Still kind of rolling it, but it's only a 2 Riven, or 2 disposition on the Riven. As for the rest of the Trumna, I have Critical Delay, Vital Sense, Galvanized Chamber, Galvanized Aptitude, Malignant Force, High Voltage, and Primed Firestorm. This is just included making the blast on your secondary fire so much bigger. And then I'm also using Stabilizer because this gun kicks like a mule. And Primary Merciless. Everybody knows what this does. It adds a lot of power. So my critical chance is at 102 with a 4.8 mult and a 90% status. It's Corrosive Heat. And then the secondary fire. So once you get 5 kills, you can activate the secondary fire, which sends a bunch of grenades around. And the critical chance and the status chance on those is immense. And the area of effect, don't let it fool you, is very large because there are many grenades. Now, because she comes with her own talons, just like regular Gaurda, I am going to show the build. It's just your normal standard build. There's nothing crazy about them. They are better than her regular claws. And I have gas on here because you are using Gloom. You're creating a lot of choke points, and gas is one of the best in choke points. And I really like running gas with melee weapons now, so that's my personal preference, but it's just your standard build. There's really nothing too crazy about it. Oh, and it shows a Riven disposition, but you cannot put a Riven on this thing, so that is a lie. Do not pay any attention to that. Now, going back to Bloodforge, after seeing that 4-second reload, this is what Bloodforge does for you. So I'm going to take a couple shots, and here is the regular reload. Yeah, it sucks. This is Bloodletting, Bloodforge. Reloaded, reloaded. Pretty handy. It's a really handy mod, so... Alright, we're going to run the test real quick. We're going to keep it paused. I'm going to show the headshots on it. I've already done a little bit, so you can see that the bottom bar is already filled up a little bit. So after 2 shots here, or 2 kills, my mistake there. So once this guy dies, you'll hear a sound. Right there. So you can see the white line on the bottom of your crosshairs. Activate your secondary shot, and everything's gonna die. Except this guy, of course. There's always got to be that one, right? Yeah. Alright, thanks for dying, buddy. So that's them not moving. So here's them moving. So what I'm doing is I'm putting these guys at level 135. They are Steel Path, the nice little variant they put on here for us. I like to show at the 135, or I like to test at it because that's where most of your Steel Path starts, and nobody really plays after 20 minutes. So to show my level 190s, I mean, it's powerful, but if you don't play up to that level, then what good does it do showing you? So we'll finish killing these guys off. The Trumna is a very strong weapon, albeit it is a little slow. But the crits, the heat, the corrosive, the explosions, it's a very, very powerful weapon. Oh, and the thing above my head, the little orb. That is, you can combine that with your 4. And let me show you what I mean. Let me pause these guys real quick. So when you activate your 1, you steal some of their health, and you can see the number climbs. So we're at 314, 416. Right now it looks like it's going up about 100k per kill. Yep. And you know what? For fun, let's go to 1 million. Everything should die to 1 million, right? But you can keep doing that. You don't have to use it. But once you get it there, when you hit your 4 and you proc everything with slash, just like this, and then you can hold your 1 and charge it up a little bit more and throw it, everything dies. It's a really good nuke. It gets you kind of out of a really bad situation in some cases, but just figured I'd show that too. But this is my Gaurda. I'm going to be working on some more videos. Hopefully you join me next time, and I'll see you then. Until then, break the meta.